You guys requested this in the comment section, so thanks for that. This is Bruce Hornsby, The Way It Is. I have not heard of Bruce Hornsby before. I'm gonna leave him with a like and a subscribe. The link to the original will be in the description, as with all the reaction videos that I do. All the videos I check out, the original is in the description. So this is a blind one. No research. I just took some suggestions from the comment section. This is one of those. If you guys are interested, there's a Patreon. The link is in the description. Access to hundreds of unreleased videos. Usually the ones that get blocked on YouTube, or clips from the live stream. Access to the live streams that get blocked on YouTube, and people can put in a request there via the tiers. No obligation. You can also just leave a comment. Then I might do it, you know, just like this one, suggestion from the comment section. So let's go, and as you know, no pauses on the first listen. Okay. Tupac Changes. That's where this is from. Tupac Changes took it from here.
Job. Man in a silk suit hurries by as he catches the poor old lady's eyes. Just for fun, he says, get a job. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Ah, but don't you believe them? You can't go where the others go. You don't look like they do. Said, hey old man, how can you stand to think that way? Did you really think about it before you made the rules? He said so. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Oh, but don't you believe them? Those who ain't got a little more, but it only goes so far. There's a law don't change another's mind when all it sees is the hiring time. There's the line on the color bar. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is.
Many things I want to talk about here. First, I recognize this not because I've heard this version, but because I know that Tupac sampled this. It's a thing that happens in hip hop mainly. Hip hop samples a lot. They take from, well, Tupac took from this song and then sampled it, and then made the song changes, which I think might be about the same thing. So it actually, the song from Tupac Changes kind of keeps the meaning here, which we'll talk about in a second. Hip hop also has sampled a lot from jazz. If you guys were unaware, it took a lot of inspiration from jazz and sampling. Now, this song, piano work is beautiful. Singing is beautiful. It's not over the top, but it's still powerful, right? I liked it. I like the message here. I like what they're saying here. That's just the way it is. He's not saying that's the way it is. He's saying that they say that that's the way it is. That's the message here. He's saying that because something is a certain way, you should not accept it. You should not necessarily accept it. Sometimes things are fine, sometimes things are not. I think this is about the how do you explain inequalities in, for example, economic situations. People in the mid class and then people who are less fortunate with their economic situation, and then the rich. That's unfair. That's the way it is an easy cop out to explaining it to somebody. That's the way it is. Yes, but it doesn't have to be that way. This is also a challenge that I found out about myself as being a parent when my children ask me these questions. Dad, why is this? And then one of the ways you want to respond is that's just the way it is, but I don't think that's the right answer. I think you can say it that way, but then explain it that some things just happen that way and some things just end up becoming that way because of an unfair system. A string of bad luck, right? Because if you're gonna say that, I think in a way you imprint this mentality that c'est la vie mentality. Oh, I can't change anything. Sometimes it's unavoidable. Some things you can't change in life, but some things you do have control over, or you can impact or influence them. And I think that's important. I think that's what this song is saying. I think the main thing this song is saying is don't accept injustice and don't accept bullshit. Don't tolerate it and speak up against it, and that you can change your situation. You can 100%. I've done it. It's possible, not probable, though. Keep that in mind. It is hard to do, but it's dismissing injustice, I think. And I also think this is about racial divide or injustice, discrimination. I think it's also about that. And I think that's what Tupac was talking about as well. That was Tupac's topic. That's why I said Tupac didn't only sample this, but he took inspiration from the meaning. I respect that he took the song, the original song, and somewhat kept the meaning behind the original song and made his own version, sampling it. It's a very recognizable, the piano in the beginning. It's very recognizable. That dun dun dun. Yeah. So this is a deeper one. Wasn't expecting that, but the sentence, that's just the way it is, can be perceived as a way of justifying an unfair system that prefers others above the less fortunate, which is wrong. I think this is an interesting topic for discussion. I think we're all on the same page here, and I think this is a beautiful song. So let me know what you guys think down below, because I'm curious about something like this. I do like songs like these. with deep meanings, you know.